Jada is back at it, here to give everyone another Game of Thrones Season 5 episode review video. Before we get to that, though, pretty important, if you're not caught up to the point where I am, you're rewatching or watching Game of Thrones, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which, of course, I'll say as well as put in the description for you if that has to be the case and you're not caught up. It would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further, just to stay away from any potential spoilers. This will be Game of Thrones Season 5, Episode number 3, titled this episode is called High Sparrow. This will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So Tommen finally marries Marjorie Tyrell, who manipulates Tommen to persuade Cersei to return to Casterly Rock, but she declines. Cersei goes to visit Marjorie and finds her telling her handmaidens about their wedding night and leaves defeated. After being attacked by Lancel and the Sparrows in the brothel, the High Septon asks the small council to execute their leader, the High Sparrow. Now, Cersei instead meets with the High Sparrow and tells him that he will replace the High Septon as head of faith. Now, Cersei has Qyburn send a message to Peter Baelish. Roose Bolton tells Ramsay that they cannot rely on the Lannisters now that Tywin is dead, and that they will cement House Bolton's position by having Ramsay marry Sansa. Now, Sansa is horrified, but agrees after Baelish tells her that this will be an opportunity to take revenge for Robb and Catelyn Stark's murders that happened in Season 3, Episode 9, Rains to Castamere, otherwise known as the Red Wedding. At Winterfell, Baelish tells Roose that they have no reason to fear the Lannisters. Roose shows him Cersei's letter. Baelish reassures him of their alliance, but Roose requests to read his reply to Cersei. Now, meanwhile, Reek goes out of his way to avoid being seen by Sansa. And then Baelish and Sansa have secretly followed, or have been secretly followed by Brienne and Podrick, stopping at Culzean. Brienne recalls Renly Baratheon's assassination and her intent to kill Stannis, whom she holds responsible for that because she saw the face of Stannis on that demon, ghost, whatever you want to call it. Jon refuses Stannis' offer of legitimization and assigns new positions to his brothers, making Alistair first ranger and giving Janos, he's going to be in charge of restoring Greyguard. Janos refuses and insults Jon, who eventually actually executes him, which was crazy. Jaqen H'ghar helps a man drink from a pool of water. The man dies, and Arya realizes that the pool of water is poison for those who seek a quick death. Now, after Arya has an altercation with the fellow person there, the waif, Jaqen asks her how she came to be surrounded by things owned by Arya Stark, since she's no one now. If she is no one, then, she does throw her possessions into the water, but is unable to discard Needle, and instead decides to hide Needle. And then Tyrion and Varys arrive at Volantis, where they observe a Red Priestess telling slaves about the savior, Daenerys Targaryen. Now, Tyrion goes to a brothel and then is kidnapped at the end of the episode by Jorah, who declares that he is taking Tyrion to the Queen. So that was pretty crazy end of the episode. Hopefully he will not harm Tyrion at all. So it was kind of an interesting episode in the terms of it was a little slow at times, and I was having trouble getting through it, but there was a lot of interesting things that happened in this episode. Now, as far as the score of the episode, I'm going to give it an 8.3 out of 10. I think it was good, but it wasn't as good as some of the episodes. This season 5 so far has been slow, which, recalling my recent ranking of Game of Thrones, season 5 is at the bottom, and I think that still holds true. It just, until the end of the season, nothing really happens that's of a big note, and there's no crazy episodes at the beginning, middle parts of season 5. So, again, good episode, but not great. As far as the character of the episode, again, it's a bunch of different characters did little things, but I'm going to give the character of the episode to Jon Snow, as he beheaded Janos Slynt, which, that character was annoying and a kind of a piece of shit anyway. So you've heard what I have to say. Now it is your turn. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, despite the last couple seasons, and you enjoy this show and want more of it, please smash that like button. If there's anybody that you know that would be interested in these reviews, go ahead and share the video to them. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about your thoughts on the episode. What would you score this episode? Whom would be your character of the episode? And then what would be your favorite moment of this particular episode? Or anything Game of Thrones related, really. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, I definitely want to grow this channel, so don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.